Hello people, welcome back to my channel. Today the topic is choose your thoughts. This is from the book 30 Days. Change your habits, change your life. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. This is a quote by Marcus Aurelius. You are today where your thoughts have brought you. You will be tomorrow where your thoughts take you. This is by James Allen. If you want to improve your life, the first thing you have to do is to improve your thoughts. Your thoughts create your reality, so you better have them under control. By controlling your thoughts, ultimately, you control your life and your destiny. So observe your thoughts every now and then. Peace Pilgrim's quote: if you realized how powerful your thoughts are, you would never think a negative thought. Seize it all. Don't get stuck in negative thoughts. Replace them with positive thoughts such as everything is going to be alright. Every single time they come up. Think positive. A positively thinking person is not a dreamer who thinks there are no problems in life. Instead, he or she recognizes that problems are opportunities to grow and knows that they only have the meaning that they are given. Positive thinking is to see reality as it is, accept it, and make the best of it. Don't let your thoughts dominate you. Instead, dominate your thoughts and control their quality. Train your mind to concentrate only on positive, creative, and inspiring thoughts. If you train your mind like this for a while, you will see that the circumstances of your life change too. You are the creator of your thoughts, but you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are energy, and the energy follows the thought. Thoughts create emotions, which create behavior, which create actions, and those actions have consequences in your daily life. Your thoughts depend on your belief about life. If you don't like what you are receiving, then you have a look at what you are sending. Everything that is in your life has been created by your thoughts, expectations, and belief. So analyze them. If you change your belief, you will get a new result. Practice a thought often enough so that it becomes a belief, and your behavior and actions will follow it up lead. For instance, if you constantly work about not having enough money, you will create behaviors based on fear. You will play smaller. You will try to hang on to the money you have versus playing to win. So the action step here is try to have no negative thoughts for the next 48 hours. Block them from the first moment and substitute them with positive thoughts of love, peace, and compassion. Even if it seems difficult at the beginning, hang in there. It gets easier. Then try this for 5 days and finally a week. What has changed in your life since you started thinking positively? And the next thing for today is, what do you believe? These then are my last words to you. Be not afraid of life. Believe that life is worth living and your belief will help create the fact. This is a quote by William James. And the outer condition of a person's life will always be found to reflect their inner belief. And this is by James Allen. What do you believe? This is extremely important because ultimately your belief creates your reality. You create what you believe, and your world is only your interpretation of the reality. In other words, we don't see the world how it is. but how we were conditioned to see it. Our perception is only an approximation of reality. Our maps of reality determine the way we act more than reality itself. Each one of us sees the world through the lens of their own belief. Does this sound like hocus pocus to you? It did to me until I studied 2 semesters of psychology at my high school and learned about the placebo effect, the Pygmalion effect, and the self fulfilling prophecies. Studies on these subjects outdoors show how powerful our thoughts and belief really are. But what is belief? It is the conscious and the unconscious information that we accept as true. Robert Dills defines belief as judgments and assessments about ourselves, others, and the world around us. A belief is habitual thought pattern. Once a pattern believes something is true, whether it's true or not, he or she acts as if it were, collecting facts to prove the belief even it's false. Beliefs are like self-fulfilling prophecy. They work like your beliefs influence your emotions influence your actions, and your actions influence your results. Depending on your belief system, you live your life one way or another. I want you to realize that life doesn't just happen to you. It's reflection of your belief, thoughts, and expectations. If you want to change your life, you have to first change your patterns of thinking. Even if belief come from early childhood programming for most of us, we are able to change them. Nobody can impose your belief on you. It's always you who, in last instance, can permit a belief to be true for you or not. Believe in yourself is an attitude. It's a choice. Remember what Henry Ford said? If you think you won't make it, if you think it's impossible, then you will not achieve, even if your effort is huge. For many decades, it was thought impossible that man could run a mile under 4 minutes. There were even scientific papers and studies on the subject. These studies could all be shredded on May 6, 1954, when Roger Bannister proved everybody wrong at a race in Oxford. From then on, over 1,000 people have done it. I highly recommend that you let go of limiting beliefs such as one can't be totally happy, as there is always something that goes wrong. Life is tough. Showing emotion is for weak people. Opportunity only knocks once. I am helpless and you have no control over my life. I don't deserve it. Nobody loves me. I can't and it's impossible. And pick up some empowering beliefs such as I create my destiny. Nobody can hurt me if I don't allow it. Life is great. Everything happens for a reason and everything is going to be alright. I can do it. Ask yourself the following questions. What do I believe to be true about myself? What are my beliefs concerning money? What are my beliefs concerning my relationship? And what are my beliefs about my body? To change a belief, follow this exercise and say to yourself, this is only my belief about reality. That doesn't mean that it's the reality. Although I believe this, it's not necessarily true. Create emotions which are opposite to the belief. Imagine the opposite. Be aware that the belief is only an idea that you about reality and not the reality itself. For just 10 minutes a day, ignore what seems to be real and act as if your wish has come true. Write down the limiting belief. Remember the sequence belief, emotion, action, and result. To get a difficult result, in what ways do you need to act? How do you need to feel in order to act differently and get a different result? What do you need to believe in order to feel differently, act differently, and get a different result? Now, the next topic is the importance of your attitude. Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. This is written by Viktor Frank. Your attitude is crucial for your happiness. It can change your way of seeing things dramatically and also your way of facing them. You will suffer less in life if you accept the rules of the game. Life is made up of laughter and tears, light and shadow. You have to accept the bad moments by changing your way of looking at them. Everything that happens to you is a challenge and an opportunity at the same time. Look at the positive side of the things in life, even in the worst situation. There is something good hidden in every bad, although sometimes it might take some time to discover it. I will tell you again, it's not what happens in your life that's important, it's how you respond to what happens to you that makes you alive. Life is a chain of moments, some happy, some sad, and it depends on you to make the best of each and every one of those moments. Did your wife leave you? So, will you be unhappy forever? Or will you go out and meet new people? Losing your job might open new doors. Many years ago, all of the success teachers and positive thinkers described it this way. If life gives you a lemon, add sugar to it and make lemonade out of it. Younger readers might say that if life gives you a lemon, ask for some salt and tequila. You get the point, don't you? For example, some healthy attitudes are allow yourself to make mistakes and learn from them. Admit that there are things you don't know. Dare asking for help and let other people help you. Differentiate between what you have done in your life until now and what you want to do, or better still, will do from now on. So, the action step for this lesson is that think of a negative situation and turn it around. And the next is perspective is everything. The optimist sees the donut, the pessimist sees the whole. This is written by Oscar Wilde. A pessimist is somebody who complains about the noise when opportunities knocks. William Shakespeare said, there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Put things into perspective. The closer you are to the problem and the more in front of it, the less you see. Step back and get a more global view of it. Understand how you feel faced with the problems and evaluate the real importance of it. Even seeing the problem as a challenge will be helpful. Every negative experience in your life has something good in it. Search for it. If you get into the habit of always searching for the good in every situation, you will change the quality of your life drastically. Experiences themselves are the neutral until we start to give them meaning. Your vision of the world and your perspective decide if something is good or bad. What may be great tragedy to you could be a wake up call for me to take my life into my hands and thrive. In coaching, we use what's called reframing to change the perspective that a client has of an event. One of my favorite is changing failure to feedback or learning experience. How do you feel if you have say, I failed terribly in my last relationship? Now try saying, I learned so much from my last relationship. I'm sure I will not make the same mistakes again. Can you feel the difference? Here are more examples of reframing. Suppose you say, I'm jobless, but you can say, I have time to figure out what I really want to do for a living. So, the action step for this lesson is to write down at least 5 situations in your life that you thought were negative. However, with time, you clearly saw that you got something good out of it.